Yes, light up those pumpkins, everybody, because we are live. Welcome to the Halloween show. This is a very special HDN live episode, and we have a lot to talk about today. We were already planning on doing an in-depth trailer breakdown and discussion on the brand new Terrifier 2 trailer, so we're going to get into that. That's our main event today. But before we get to that, we also have some breaking Halloween Ends news that just came out just a few minutes ago. So we're going to talk about that as well. But first of all, welcome everybody. If you're new here, my name is Matt. We are Halloween Daily News, and the Halloween show is our weekly recap of all of the top headlines for all of the biggest stories that we are covering right now at HalloweenDailyNews.com. And when it comes to Halloween horror movies, this year is pretty stacked, and none bigger, none more anticipated than these two that we are talking about today. So welcome, you are here on a good day. Happy Terrifier Tuesday to you. That's Terrifier Tuesday, if you ask me. And to all of my returning friends, welcome, guys. Thanks for getting up and joining me. Anybody that tuned in to our Michael Myers Monday live stream that ended just a few hours ago, about 13, 14 hours ago, here on the channel. Welcome back, guys. I hope you had a good evening. And this Escape from New York shirt goes out to you guys. If you were watching last night, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going to turn over here to the live chat real quick. I see the Halloween Goblin has checked in. Brittany and Pierre are here, lighting up some pumpkins. Jim is here as well. Al Suspiria is here. Megan has checked in. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Looks like we got a good crew filtering in. Like I said, we do have a lot to talk about today. Real quick, before we even get to those two big news items, I do want to make sure that you guys here on the channel got word that we also have another family-friendly Halloween movie to look forward to this season. Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, a feature-length animated movie, is coming to digital and DVD this Halloween season, and yesterday the official trailer for it was released. We're not going to do a full breakdown here today because we've got our full plate already, but you can check out that trailer in full right now at HalloweenDailyNews.com. It is pretty cool because the trailer features some of the iconic Scooby-Doo villains from years past that longtime fans might recognize, even the iconic Black Knight, as well as Space Kook and the Ghost Diver, to name a few. Looks like a good time. Young Major has checked in as well, I see. Excellent. All right. You guys know how it goes. Feel free to chime in the live chat. And if you're watching this on a replay, drop us a comment down below. We're going to get into it. Okay, some unexpected breaking news regarding Halloween Ends today. As on Tuesday, August 23rd, it has been officially announced that Halloween Ends is going to begin streaming on Peacock on the same day that it is released in theaters on October 14th. I didn't see this announcement coming personally, but nonetheless, here we are. The announcement comes to us. We'll go over to the official announcement now. Well, nope, not that quite yet. Jamie Lee Curtis actually made the announcement today in a video posted to social media, and she's wearing her iconic Laurie Strode outfit. The official Halloween Ends Twitter account says, here's a message from Laurie Strode, but here, I'll let her explain to you what is going on.
Hi there. It's Jamie Lee Curtis. So you all know I've played Laurie Strode for more than 4 decades. And over that time, she has been relentlessly stalked by Michael Myers. Well, all that comes to an end this Halloween. And I'm very proud of our final film, Halloween Ends, and how it brings this saga to a fitting conclusion. And I cannot wait for people to have the chance to see it. Now, last year when we put out Halloween Kills, we were in the thick of the COVID crisis, so we made that movie available in theaters and in homes at the same time. And we discovered that there are people who want to go to the theater and scream their guts out, and other people who want to stay at home and scream their guts out. But what we knew is that people watched, and we got great results, both at the box office and from streaming. Anyway, this year we want to make sure that as many people as possible can see Halloween Ends before Halloween. So we decided to give that same gift to the fans again. So starting on October 14th, you can go to the theater to see Laurie and Michael confront each other for the last time, or you can watch it at home on Peacock. Or really, you could do what I would do, which is go to the theater and then rewatch it at home, and then go back to the theater, and then rewatch it at home again. I mean, no spoilers, but I have a feeling that's what you may want to do. It has been the honor of my life to play Laurie Strode, and no matter how you watch this final chapter, I hope you'll get people together and scream and cheer and hold your breath to the end, because we created this for you, and I thank you for your years of support and how much you care about this story and me, your final girl. So, I'll see you soon. Stay safe. And happy Halloween, everyone.
All right, so there we have it, an official announcement from Jamie Lee Curtis herself in that video. Again, that kind of came out of nowhere today. I didn't see it coming. I'd love to hear your thoughts, though, both in the live chat and in the comments below. Are you going to see Halloween Ends in the theater still? Or are you going to hang out at home and watch it on Peacock? Or are you going to do like Jamie said and do both? I know personally I'm definitely still going to see it in theater, probably a couple times in the theater, most likely, just like I did with HK last year. So, but I want to hear your opinions and your thoughts on this newest development, this unexpected new development regarding the release of Halloween Ends. Again, just my personal opinion, but I'm kind of unclear why this decision is made. If it was an exclusive for Peacock, that'd be one thing. It'd be a clear drive to try to drive up subscriptions on the Peacock premium streaming service. But the fact that it's doing both, again, interesting decision made there regarding the release. But I'm sure you guys have some definitive thoughts on it, and I can't wait to hear those. Also on Halloween Ends today, on this occasion of this release news, we also got this brand new poster released just a few minutes after that video announcement was posted. So just real quick, let's take a closer look at it. So this poster, I gotta say, I kind of like this better than the first poster. The first one is definitely more in line, with the 2018 and the kills, of course, and we wanted something that kind of goes with that. But here we have, rather than a Michael-centric poster and a Laurie Strode-centric poster, here we have, for the first time in this current trilogy, an official poster with both of them featured on it. Last year we got the Strode women featured in their own posters, and we've got Michael many times. We did get Michael and Laurie together, I guess, in the 2018, the second official poster that was released in 2018. And this is another kind of similar spin on that, but I like that we get more of a full body image of both of them, and a pretty good look at the shape there as he's going to appear for at least a large portion of this film. I mean, who knows how much and who knows how many different appearances this shape and how many different appearing shapes we may or may not be seeing in this film for sure. That's all up in the air right now, but I do like this image, and like I said with the first poster, I still really dig that they are just calling it on these marketing materials ends this Halloween, not Halloween ends this Halloween. I guess that's one too many Halloweens in the text down there for them. But I kind of agree. I kind of just like that it lets the Michael and Laurie image speak for itself. If you know, you know, you see what it is, and there they are, and it all ends this Halloween. As always, give me your thoughts on this brand new poster. I love it. I think it looks great. I like the fire down below. I like that they are back to back. It's a great shot of the shape, and of course, Laurie looks like she means business and is ready to go. And on that video announcement regarding the streaming release, I do appreciate that she says, as she said previously, but she says again that it has been the honor of her lifetime to play this iconic role, and reiterates that this film, Halloween Ends, they made for us, the fans. So those are definitely the right words at this time, if you ask me. But again, you guys give me your thoughts on this poster, and more importantly, on the new release strategy. Day and date, streaming, and theatrical, October 14th. Yeah, personally, I still plan to be there on Thursday night, October 13th, up at my local theater. But you guys let me know what your plans are. All right. It is Terrifier Tuesday, guys. The time is finally here. We have been waiting years, over 2 years since production began on Terrifier 2, and we have been patiently waiting for the return of Art the Clown. We got that teaser trailer, again, about, 2 years ago? It's been a long time since we got that teaser trailer. But today was the day we finally got a brand new, full, official trailer for Terrifier 2, and even more exciting, if possible, the release date. It is coming to theaters nationwide October 6th. There you go. October 6th, 2022. All right, you guys know how geeked I am for the sequel to Terrifier. I've been an Art the Clown fan, a Damien Leone fan, ever since I saw All Hallows Eve back in 2013, almost 10 years ago. And I remember I wrote a review of that film then, saying that it would probably make its way into annual October movie rotations for myself and many people like me. And I think it has. And I also believe I said in that initial review that we definitely have not seen the last of Art the Clown. And then, of course, Terrifier came in 2018 and just really rocked a lot of people's worlds and has become kind of this underground phenomenon that is rising up. And when people ask me, like, who is the newest slasher that has the most potential to, like, stand the test of time and the decades, like our Leatherfaces, our Michael Myers, our Freddys, our Jasons, for me, for my money, to me, it's no question, it's Art the Clown. So, very excited for this new trailer. It looks totally badass, totally brutal, totally bloody. We're going to dig into it right now, and we are live, so you guys know how it goes. We're going to play a little bit of the trailer. I'll pause it. I'll give you my take on what we're looking at and how I think that plays into what we already know going into this film. And then we'll take some comments from you guys as we go as well. So we're going to dig into it right now. And just so you know, we do have in stock right now a limited number left of the officially licensed Art the Clown mask that you see behind me over here. You can get yours right now at HalloweenDailyNews.com/shop. All right, let's bring up this trailer. Keith says, first week at least theatrical only, not a good sign. Yep. I think a lot of people are going to feel that way, whether that's the reality or not. I agree with you. I mean, it's kind of a weird look, but we'll see. Larry says, seeing it in theaters, then heading home to watch it again on Peacock, like Kills. Pierre says, JLC is a 100% class act. Keith says, John Carpenter said the box office is the only thing that can take out Michael Myers. Well, that now, Peacock, no reason for this at all. They're not confident with the movie. Pierre likes the Scooby-Doo movie trailer, says it looks good, vintage classic Scooby. Yeah, it looks great. I'll definitely be watching. What's up, Byron? Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, let's dig in to the T2 trailer. All right. And just so you know, I've really only watched the trailer once so far. So this is almost not quite a reaction video. I mean, I have watched it, but just that one viewing. So I'm still kind of seeing some of this stuff for the first time. And again, you guys chime in as we go along in the live chat as well as in the comments below. Here we go.
So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
He wants to dress up as a real guy who murdered 9 people last year.
Oh, you're not doing that.
It's just a costume.
All right, so right off the bat, we get to see some of our new characters. Of course, that is our new lead, Lauren Lavera, playing Sienna. They're at the dinner table with Elliot Fulham, who plays her brother Jonathan. And this is some new info that we didn't get in any of the previous teaser. That Jonathan actually wants to dress up like Art the Clown for Halloween. And of course, Sienna and her mom are not too thrilled with that idea. And we can only assume that this is a pretty early image of Art here himself emptying a trash bag. We know that he likes to carry his tools in a trash bag. So it appears this might be when he's picking up his new trash bag.
You think that guy stole?
And again, this is a pretty interesting concept that we didn't know before, but the idea that Art the Clown, there is this costume out there. You know, we've talked about the idea in Halloween Ends of other people dressing up as Michael Myers. This is, again, an interesting concept that one of our characters is going to dress up as a real-life serial killer in their world, and also that the costume is somewhat readily available in this world, as we'll see here in just a minute, and as they're kind of teasing here, where it looks like Jonathan is getting suited up, possibly, as Art.
You think that guy's still out there?
And we see here just setting up Sienna and her costume that has been teased in that official poster art that was put out a while back, and also in the previously released teaser trailer. It's pretty cool that she's a cosplayer. She's here literally measuring and cutting and making her own costume. So again, hitting on some pretty cool Halloween themes here right off the bat.
What's up with you and this clown all of a sudden? You're like obsessed. They never found his body. What if he...
And more quick flashes of Art picking up some nice new rusty tools to do damage with, it appears.
He decides to come back here.
And we can go back and see again Sienna putting together her costume. And here somebody is searching for Art the Clown info on the computer, on the internet. And again, I like the idea that there is news reports. There's going to be articles. There's a police sketch of the suspect, Art the Clown, here. And so obviously, you know, this world is aware of the damage that Art created the year before.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Wait a minute, aren't you that guy from the costume shop?
Now, I love this shot here. This has the potential to be one of the coolest scenes. It appears that what we've got going on here is an Art the Clown costume, presumably, on what you would think is a mannequin at this Halloween costume shop. And I can only imagine that it'll probably turn out that this, in fact, is not a costume, but the real deal. But in any case, I think it's really an interesting and unexpected turn that, yes, we can watch this and see that the Art the Clown costume, as well as the Art the Clown legend, so to speak, is out there in the real world of this film, anyway.
Sir, what are you doing?
It wasn't me.
Was covered in blood on his shirt and his hands when he got here.
Some very cool halosphere in the background. Nice artwork. And here's our first, like, really clear image of Art in this trailer. And we kind of saw a bit of this part in the previously released teaser, so nothing too new here, but an assortment of his new tools there spread out on the workbench, it looks like. And he's laughing, looking down, probably at one of his new victims, I would imagine.
I'm telling you, it was him, Ellie.
And this is one of my favorite moments in this trailer, absolutely. I can already see how it's going to play out. We've got that mannequin Art the Clown costume in the shop, and then he'll start moving right behind her. And I just love David Howard Thornton very creepily sneaking up on Sienna here. We see the halosphere spread out, and not so subtly, it looks like a casket right there behind Sienna on the other side. But I just really like this shot. I think it's already kind of classic art right here.
Right down to the little black dot on the tip of his nose.
And this very well could be their first interaction in the film. So Art's going to be on the mind of Sienna and her family because Jonathan has been exploring more about these killings on the internet as, as a young person would, especially when the Halloween anniversary of those killings approaches. You live in that town. It's going to be all over the news. Websites are going to be talking about it. And sure, there's going to be some costumes out there. But this is, I'm betting no costume. This seems to be the real deal here.
You're really weird, you know that?
And I love this shot, too. She says, "You're really weird, you know that."
You know that?
I believe him.
And I just love David Howard Thornton's mannerisms here as Art. I've talked before that, Damien Leone said that Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors was a big influence on the overall tone of Terrifier 2. And I said at that time that there are some actual similarities between Art and Freddy. While there's some very big differences, one of those similarities I would say is definitely that Art is playful in a way that Freddy is, in a very deviant, dark way. But Art is very playful and almost kind of comedic in the most darkest senses of comedic. And I think all that's reflected right here in his response when she answers the door.
I believe him.
About what? Something really bad's gonna happen.
And here they're looking at a local newspaper and a cool callback to the previous film. There's our main characters who encountered Art in the original Terrifier. And it's interesting that this newspaper is dated Saturday, November 1st, so that would mean this came out literally the day after that Halloween massacre in the previous film.
Tonight. No, I know when Jonathan's lying.
And here we get a good look at Sienna in her full cosplay. I think Damien has alluded to that this is somewhat of a Valkyrie look for her. Clearly a warrior angel, and that is setting up a thematic good versus evil battle to come. And we're going to get quite a tasty chunk of that coming up here in just a few seconds.
Okay, I could hear it in his voice. Something's wrong.
We saw a bit of this scene in the previous teaser, and I love it even more here. That silhouette, again, it kind of recalls Freddy in the boiler room to me, but an instantly recognizable, iconic silhouette. Anybody who has seen these movies already knows, just from that's Art the Clown. You see the big shoes, you see the tiny hat, and you see that he clearly has a bag slung over his shoulder. So simple, but so effective. Fans of the first Terrifier, I think, are going to eat this up. And from what everybody is saying, everybody involved in this film is saying, I think we're all going to have plenty to chew on.
Look, we're gonna have fun. Stress-free environment.
Yep. Speaking of surprises, kids, we have a very special guest with us today. All the way from Miles County, please welcome Art the Clown.
And again, this is absolutely one of my favorite parts of the entire trailer. It might be my favorite part. What the hell is going on here? I don't know, but I think this is great. Part of this, again, makes me think of that comment that Damien made recently about how part of the tone of the film owes a lot to Dream Warriors. And so maybe this is part of what he's talking about. But I love this bit in the trailer. We see Sienna and her friends out
all the way from Miles County.
partying
Please
on Halloween night. And then Art gets this big warm welcome all the way from Miles County. Please welcome Art the Clown. And here he comes, like a cartoon character being welcomed at a kid's party. I have no idea what's going on here, but I love it already.
Art the Clown.
And here is Sienna, again, part of the kids' show. It looks like some kind of nightmare sequence maybe going on here. You guys tell me what you think is happening. But I love this total change in atmosphere, change in look. A demented kids show starring Art the Clown. Yeah, that's the stuff of nightmares. Art with that flamethrower. We caught a bit of this in that teaser trailer as well. Of course, they're gonna showcase it once again. And now, as the trailer starts to come to a close here, we're gonna get some quick flashes of some of the brutal carnage about to be inflicted in this movie. There's Sienna and Jonathan on the run from Art. And her face is already covered in blood at this point. And it looks like, speaking of boiler rooms, it looks like they are down in the underground basement of whatever event they are at. Maybe the unfortunate victim of that flamethrower here. And Art, again, just so gleefully watching his victims burn. I don't know. Does any slasher enjoy their job as much as Art the Clown? You guys tell me what you think. He's definitely having fun here. And David Howard Thornton, I think, is probably having fun here too as Art. I love this shot of Art just kind of wildly slashing. And the blood is really flowing at this point. I mean, the music is pumping. Some people will say that this might actually show too much in some of these scenes. And while that could be true, I will just remind you that Damien, and it has been confirmed that this movie is going to have a runtime of over 2 hours long. So, clearly, if they're putting all of this in the trailer, I think they're pretty confident that there's going to be much more where that came from yet to be seen. And this is one of the most striking images here. Again, another possible dream sequence or something going on here. I especially like the Art Krispies cereal there. They did promise us it was going to be very bloody, and we are definitely getting a strong taste of that. With today's release announcement, it was also confirmed that when Terrifier 2 opens in theaters on October 6th, it is coming to those theaters unrated, without an MPA rating. Clearly, they were not willing to cut it down to get an acceptable R rating, so they're going into theaters unrated. And this is definitely a new scene we haven't seen more of. We knew that these two were going to have a major confrontation. And here Art is really just taking it to Sienna. The imagery, the blood and the white feathers, all flowing, the pain in her face, the menacing look on Art's face. And if you've seen the first movie, you know what he is whipping her with. It's an assortment of painful objects that none of which you want to have anywhere near you, much less attached to a chain whipping your back. So, yeah. This is easily one of the most brutal shots in this entire trailer. And classic Art the Clown right here. Couldn't be happier. A lot of fresh blood all over him. And again, I don't know if this is another like dream sequence or fantasy sequence, but if this is an actual trap or scenario that Art is going to put Sienna in, like this, it looks like a Houdini style water escape. And if you know the story of Houdini, he actually died doing that trick. Well, he didn't die doing that trick, but he died on Halloween night. Can we say bloody anymore? Can they? I mean, yeah, look at the blood everywhere here. And again, you see Art just strolling up behind this victim here. And we knew from an earlier photo released a few months back that Samantha Scafidi is back playing Victoria Hayes. She was in Terrifier, and she is back in Terrifier 2. And here's a quick shot of her. If you recall that film, she was left horribly disfigured. And, yeah, just really showcasing the disturbingly gruesome special makeup effects mastery of Damien Leone and his team. Just incredible. Here, Sienna just looks like she has been to hell and back. I mean, Damien told me when I interviewed him last year that this character of Sienna, this is a character that he came up with even before Art the Clown or Terrifier. This is the character that he is the most excited for us to see on screen in this film. And knowing that and hearing the way he has talked about this character, I can only imagine what this scene might be coming after and coming before, because yeah, it sounds like Sienna and Art are going to have a serious battle for the ages here. I love that shot of Art swinging the axe, and Here again, some really cool imagery, nice framing. I like the cinematography here. And Art writing his name on the walls, in this case on a mirror. This actually goes back to All Hallows Eve. I guess all the way back to the original short films where Damien first introduced this character. Like I said, we're going to get a battle for the ages. We get some real quick shots of that right here as Art is just slamming Sienna around, but she is getting some good hits in as well, it looks like, and they are both just completely covered in blood. I know some of you will say they're showing too much of this, what appears to be this climactic fight, but again, over 2 hours, guys. We got a lot of minutes and a lot of blood that we're not seeing in this 2-minute trailer. This is literally 2 minutes out of over 2 hours. So, is it showing too much? You guys tell me what you think. It's definitely getting me more excited. I mean, I feel like we saw a lot of this in the teaser, but this is being even more upfront with it, even more visceral with the violence. I mean, we are hearing those hits into the glass. We are seeing the aftermath here. I mean, just look in her face there. I love the idea, though, that she is going to be fighting Art and really taking the fight to him in a way that maybe we haven't seen anybody quite yet. And Art, too, is a little shocked here. I mean, I really love this shot when Art is almost startled, like, why aren't you dead yet? Title treatment.
911? Do you have an emergency?
And it leaves us with just more blood, more gore, and Art just couldn't be happier to hear his victim not quite gone, not quite dead yet, just gurgling. I mean, we can only imagine what he has done to this poor character. And if you've seen Terrifier, you know what he is capable of. And Damien, David, they have all said that there are moments in this movie that are going to top the hacksaw scene in the first Terrifier film. Is this the aftermath of that scene that they are talking about? Right after it goes from this shot, are we going to see what they are talking about? I kind of got a feeling that it might be.
You have an emergency.
And here, the official announcement. See it exclusively in theaters beginning October 6th. And to purchase tickets, you can go to Terrifier2themovie.com. I'll put the link in the description of this video as well. So, just wow. I mean, we have known that this was going to be an insanely violent, insanely bloody sequel. Terrifier, it's got a lot to live up to after Terrifier, you know what I mean? But this trailer, it seems like they are on a mission to make it abundantly clear that, yeah, we're going to live up to what you saw in Terrifier, and we're going to take it up, not just to the next level, but about 5 or 10 levels higher than that. That's what they've been promising us throughout this production. It's a tall order, I know, but, I mean, looking at the 2 minutes in there, there is a lot packed in there. Now, I like the idea, like I said, that Jonathan, the younger brother, is curious about this real-life serial killer, these events that happened on the previous Halloween in their town. He's kind of morbidly curious, wants to wear the costume. You know, I like the idea that it's not an actual costume, it's Art standing over there, and he's creeping up on Sienna like that. All of that, I think, is really brilliantly set up here in the trailer and makes a lot of sense. A couple shots of Art that are already, I think, like, iconically Art the Clown, and are just going to be those shots that everybody are going to remember. There's going to be T-shirts and posters and all that. And yeah, I mean, the performances obviously look great. I mean, Lauren looks like she's going to kick ass as Sienna, and of course David Howard Thornton, our friend. I mean, man, he is really, I feel like, owning the role in a way in this film, maybe even that he didn't in Terrifier, coming after All Hallows Eve, where Art was played by Mike Gianelli. And, you know, now this is David's second go-around, and I think he's probably a little more at home as Art, in Art's skin, so to speak. And in just some of those clips, man, I mean, he just manages to be creepy. You know, clowns don't really scare me in general, but Art is, he's more than a clown, for sure. He is something terrifying. So Terrifier is the right word for this. But, all right, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments below about this official trailer for Terrifier 2. I can't wait to hear. I'm going to turn over to the live chat right now and see what you guys are saying. Keith loves the shirt. Well, thank you, sir. Yes. Well, you were there, I think, last night on Michael Myers Monday Live. Yeah, this goes back to the Snake Plissken Escape from New York diversion, where I got into a tangent last night on Michael Myers Monday Live, and for a few minutes wasn't talking about Michael Myers, but was talking about Snake Plissken. So that's a shout out to you guys. But thank you for noticing, man. I appreciate it. Keith says, looks fun, gory, interesting, seeing it in the cinema for sure. Absolutely. Yes, it definitely looks fun, gory, and interesting. Yeah, I am all about it. I cannot wait. We have waited patiently for a long time now, so the fact that we finally now know the release plan, and we also know that after it opens in those theaters, it is coming to Screenbox. It's going to be streaming on Screenbox, but it sounds like they're going to do this theatrical release first. It might even just be a few weeks before it hits Screenbox, but they're at least gonna let it have its theatrical run for a few minutes. David Suber says, love it, just wish it was more gritty looking. Well, you know, maybe I think some of those scenes, which may or may not be dreams or some kind of, you know, hallucinatory sequences, maybe they are purposefully less gritty, but because I know what you mean. The original Terrifier, it's a very grainy look, but looking at it full screen over here, I mean, it does still kind of have some of that grainy feel in how it's shot. Kathy Bennett has checked in. What's up? Thank you. Michael Audrey Myers is here. Reminds us that Peacock didn't put a dent into the box office sales for Kill, so I'm confident ends will be just fine. That is very true. I mean, a lot of people were worried when they did the Peacock release same date as Kills, and that is very true. I think that proved that everybody like us who really cares about seeing that movie is still going to go out to the theater and see it, even if they have the option to stream it. And I think that holds true here, obviously. I still... And you're right. I don't think it's going to hurt the box office that much. I mean, anybody that was already going to buy a ticket is still going to buy their ticket. Just like I said last year with Kills. So I agree with you with that. And again, I said that last year before Kills was released. I said, any of us that were already going to the theater, are any of you not going to the theater now? So in that respect, I'll ask that same question again in 2022. Given that it's an option, any of us that were already going to go see it in a theater, are you not going to go see it in a theater? I think more than likely, most of your answers are probably mine, which is yes, I'm still going to go see it in theater. Even if some of you already have Peacock Premium and are going to do like Jamie said, and like some of you have said, you're going to go see it in the theater and then maybe watch it again at home. But you're still going to want to experience that first initial viewing on the big screen like we've all waited for, like we've seen these other films. Experience them first. So, but again, it's an interesting decision to say the least, unexpected to say the least. So, yeah, keep the conversation going in the comments. I definitely want to hear your plans, your viewing plans, and your strategy, and just your thoughts on the decision. Certainly, if people can't leave the house for whatever reason or don't feel like they can, I mean, it is cool and nice that they'll have the option to be able to watch it. Again, though, I just I know I'm going to see it in theater for first viewing and probably second, third too. But you guys, let me know what you think. David Suber noticed the overkill poster in the trailer. Absolutely. Megan has checked in. What's up? Byron says, Terrifier 2, October 6th, and Halloween Ends October 14th. So excited. It is going to be one hell of an October, is it not, guys? I mean, come on. This is just insane. These two movies, these two Halloween horror icons together just weeks apart in theaters, no less. I mean, the fact that Terrifier 2 is playing in any theaters at all is awesome, if you ask me. I mean, because this is a true independent, low-budget film that the likes of which rarely gets theatrical screenings. Now, we still don't know how many theaters it's going to play in, how many markets it's going to be in. We got to check the website and stay up to date on that. That's going to be coming out here in the next couple of weeks. But, the fact that it's playing any theaters is an accomplishment and something for them to be very excited and proud of. And again, I do expect that that's going to hit Screenbox very soon after. I would go so far as to say I do expect it to hit before October 31st. Probably around the weekend of the Halloween Ends release, if I'm going to be honest. They're probably going to drop it on Screenbox sometime in October. He says, still a little worrisome about Halloween Ends. I hear you. I mean, it is, if you read too much into the decision, yes, it could be worrisome. I mean, the idea that they have less confidence that the film is going to do well in theaters, so they're offering it on Peacock, and does it offer like some kind of backdoor into well, this is why it didn't perform so well at the box office, because we planned that it was going to be viewed on Peacock. Just to play devil's advocate for a second, though, or the Shapes advocate, I guess I would say. But seriously, just to throw out the other side. Not that I'm I'm as confused about it as anybody, but the other side of that is maybe it's that much confidence that they have in the box office that they feel like we were saying earlier, that everybody who's going to go see it in the box office is still going to go see it. All it needs is that a few other people that weren't ever going to go see it in a theater are just going to see it that much sooner on Peacock, because we know it would go to Peacock exclusively first before any other streaming service. I mean, that's would have been a given. I would have just expected, like you guys say, give it a week of theatrical exclusivity, maybe even 2 weeks, and then Halloween weekend drop it on Peacock maybe, but still, I mean, if I'm a businessman, there's a lot of money to be made Halloween weekend with a movie with the word Halloween in the title. You know what I mean? In any case, I still think it will do fine in the box office. My personal opinion, I do, just because Kills did last year, and the theaters are a lot more wide open now than they were at that point. And people are a lot more back at theaters than they were at that point. But I do question the reasoning of the decision. If I'm going to be honest, I'm just curious what the thought process was about why that's good. And I don't think everybody behind the scenes with the film is exactly thrilled. Halloween Ends producer Ryan Freeman, just before we went on air here this afternoon, he posted a note on Instagram essentially saying that he's still going to see it in a theater too, and that's why he got into the movie business in the first place, was to make movies that would be seen in a theater, and he feels like that's where movies are best showcased and experienced, and I think most of you watching would agree with that. But clearly it sounds like he was not thrilled with the decision. He says, even in that post, he said something to the effect of, you can't win every battle. So it sounds like he was fighting the battle of theatrical only, at least for a little while. So some pretty wild news today. All right, guys. Let's see. David says it hurt them after HK. You know they wouldn't do it for HNs if it hurt them after HK. I think that's kind of true. I think, and that's what Jamie seemed to say, is that they learned that a lot of people can watch it both ways, and it'll still do good box office. So, excuse me, guys. Not the Michael Myers Mango Twist, like on late night Monday nights. No. It's too early for that. Too much of a busy day. Too much work to do today. This is just some water right now. David says they're not in business to lose money. That's true. That's true. You know, it is what it is at this point. The fact is, though, it's definitely coming in theaters. But I am curious how many people were planning to go to a theater, and now with this news are saying, I'm just going to watch it at home opening night, you know, as soon as it drops on Peacock. In any case, let me hear your viewing plans in the comments below. Also, let me hear your thoughts on Terrifier 2, the release date, the release plan to play in some theaters, and then go to streaming. And most importantly, this brand new kick-ass, ultra-violent, gory, bloody trailer. Holy shit, guys. Art the Clown is back. Michael Myers is back. We're just weeks away from both of them in our faces. It's a magical time to be a horror fan, and if you especially like your horror with some Hallosphere, that all-important Halloween atmosphere, as we like to call it here, then yeah, it's not going to get much better than these movies. And if you're into more family-friendly stuff, or just have some kids and you want to ease them into this type of stuff, there's the new Scooby-Doo movie, not to mention Hocus Pocus 2 Under Wraps 2, and a bunch of other cool stuff coming your way this year as well. And we've got the latest on all of that all the time right here on the HDN YouTube channel, and every day, anytime at HalloweenDailyNews.com, where you can always read more about everything we've talked about here today. Okay, you guys know what's up. Regular viewers know what's up. We are heading out of town tomorrow, heading out west to Concord, North Carolina, west of us anyway, on the East Coast, for the annual Mad Monster Expo. It's going to be a kick-ass time this weekend, a big Halloween 3 reunion, Halloween franchise reunion, in fact, and so much more is happening there. I talked about it a lot during last night's Triple M, so watch that, and you'll get all the details. I can't thank you guys enough for joining me today for this impromptu HDN live special event, and for helping me with this Terrifier 2 breakdown. Keep the conversation going. There's no right or wrong thought on this right now. I'm just interested in hearing the thoughts of other fans, and if this changes your viewing plans at all, or if you're like me and some of the others here in the live chat that nope, it doesn't really affect things. I'd love to hear from you. Either way, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our ongoing coverage of Halloween Ends, Terrifier 2, as well as Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo and everything else we've got coming your way right here on the HDN YouTube channel. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for participating in this live stream. If you missed it live and you're watching the replay after the fact, then please, I'd also love to hear from you. Drop us a line down in the comments below. And even if you don't have anything to say, just think about lighting up a jack-o'-lantern down in the comments below. That'll help with the algorithms and all that good stuff. Okay, guys, until next time, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching.